Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Good morning, my dear Prabhus and dear Madhus.
Thank you for joining our morning Japa session. Please continue to finish your rounds today and read your Prabhupada books and be Krishna conscious. Maraming salamat for joining us every morning sa ating Brudge Bhakti Academy Monkey in the Middle podcast, and we have also regular sa Facebook. Hello sa mga nanonood sa Zoom saka sa Facebook. We are now at the 48th episode. Grabe, no? Ang dami na pala, no? Naka 48 na tayo. And of course, you know the drill. We should always be in the right mood, in the mood of request, in the mode of humility, in studying Srimad Bhagavatam. So join me as we recite the invocation mantras. Nakakabisado niyo na ba to? Si Jonah mukhang kabisado na to. Araw-araw siya nandito, diba? Yeah, but you just have to reset. Ako, hindi naman ako ma-effort magkabisado eh. Pero once na regularly the mantras are being recited, para naging automatic na siya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivam Narotamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Prayashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. I offer my obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudev. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the Personality of Godhead, Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. By regular attendance in classes on the Srimad Bhagavatam, and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Good morning. So, we know, kung nakikita niyo yung libro nyo, yung illustration dyan, yung scenario natin is very sweet, bittersweet. Kasi, si Bhishma Dev, yung lolo ng Pandavas, is actually on his, di siya deathbed. Ano siya, arrow, paano ko tatawag dito? Di siya, bed of arrows yon, bed of arrows. And di siya naka-arrange para malambot yung higaan niya. Nakatusok lahat sa kanya yon while lying down. And ayun yung, those arrows are in between his body and yung kanyang sa ground. So, si Bhishmadev yan, you could see. And together are great personalities, including the Pandavas, headed by King Yudhishthir, as well as Lord Shri Krishna is present there. So, nag-uusap sila and Yudhishthir actually was tasked or arranged by Krishna to inquire kasi he was bewildered because just after the war, he doesn't know what to do first. He's feeling guilty and incomplete. He's bewildered because of what happened. Pero, in-arrange ni Krishna na kausapin niya si Bhishmadev. Mind you, si Bhishmadev fought in the war opposing Pandavas, kalaban nila. And even si Arjuna yung pumana kay, ano, kay Bhishma. Yung mga pana na to galing kay Arjuna, ang nag-drive doon si Krishna. Tapos ngayon magkakasama sila. They're not actually enemies. They just have to do their duties. So, previously, sabi tawagin to? 18, no? Yan. Previously, pinag-usapan natin how one could really not know yung mga plan ni Krishna. We can only see yung mga ginawa ni Krishna pag nandun na tayo sa future. Yung mga dinadaanan natin ngayon, we might not realize it. Emotions will be there, the scenarios, lalong-lalo na pag tayo yung affected ng scenario. Hindi natin madalas makikita kagad. It could be by the help of the Guru, Sadhu, and Sastra. Habang di pa tayo pumunta sa scenario na yun, if one is investing yung knowledge, yung sadhana niya, the right consciousness, pag dumarating yung scenario, okay, baka arrangement ni Krishna to. That's a good investment. Kasi pag dumarating na yung mga scenario na yon, yung mga challenges na yon, or yung happiness na yon, one could be sober enough to think, okay, still si Krishna ba rin? Pero if one is not, he will be just bewildered by the modes of material nature. Dadalhin lang siya ng modes of passion, goodness, and ignorance. As well as, kapag nandun tayo sa scenario na yon, we should seek shelter sa spiritual teachers, sa mentor natin or sa guru natin, because they will help us understand how this is being arranged. Just like Yudhisthira. Si Yudhisthira, kinakausap niya si Bhishma din. And Bhishma is glorifying Krishna. Na wala makakaalam sa plano ni Krishna. Kahit kasama natin siya, hindi natin siya, inconceivable. So, continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, creation. Nasa part 2 na tayo ng ating book. We are at text number 18. This Shri Krishna is no other than the inconceivable, original personality of Godhead. He is the first Narayan, the supreme enjoyer. But he is moving amongst the descendants of King Brishni, just like one of us. He is bewildering us with his self-created energy. So we've learned Narayan is Vishnu. Specifically, si Garbhodakasha ay Vishnu nga siya. The second Vishnu. So in his expansion, si Krishna meron daw siyang tatlong Vishnu form. Karunadakasha ay Vishnu, Garbhodakasha ay Vishnu, and Kshirodakasha ay Vishnu. Si Narayan is si Garbhodakasha ay Vishnu. Pero mostly they address na, Lord Vishnu as Narayan as well. Sinasabi dito ni Bhishma, inconceivable nga si Krishna, pero alam ni Bhishma. Bakit ganon? May mga special na devotees that because of their love, because of their knowledge, they could appreciate and know yung greatness ni Krishna. Not in full, but mostly malayo-malayo yung understanding and realization nila from the common man. Sila yung mga great personalities, great devotees, they are called Mahajans. 12 Mahajans. So mamaya di-discuss natin kung sino-sino sila. Yan. Si Srila Prabhupada mentioned here, the Vedic system of acquiring knowledge is the deductive process. Deductive process is coming down from Krishna, passing it down to his students hanggang bumaba ngayon. Sometimes, this disciplic succession is like a chain. May magiging weak na part ng chain na yon. What will happen is Krishna will send his pure devotees to re-establish it. Or sometimes, Krishna will descend himself. Just like what happened in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself descended to speak about the Bhagavad Gita again. Inunit lang yon. So, this Mahabharata, the teachings, the Bhagavad Gita was documented 5,000 years ago. Documented lang, but it is actually eternal. Matagal na yun pinapass down. It was just compiled in a book. Siyempre hindi pa dati pen and ink. Dati ano lang yun, leaves. Palm leaves yata gamit nila. So mas matagal daw yung palm leaves. Yung books daw parang few hundred years pa lang. Kaya I was, meron akong part ako dun sa mga book lover Facebook group. So, then I was seeing those who love the books, like the actual books. Inaaway nila yung mga naka-Kindle, naka-ebooks. Tapos tawang-tawa nag-comment ako doon. Sabi ko, I wonder kung yung mga lover ng mga palm leaves dati, inaway nila yung transfer na sa, ano, sa pen and paper. Parang, hindi totoo yung libro. Anyway, may nagtanong ng ganun sa Puna Temple when we were there. Um, Nagtanong, is it, ano bang tanong niya? Paano bang composition? Yeah, I'm just gonna paraphrase. Tinanong ng isang devotee, mababawasan ba yung potency ng book? Mababawasan ba yung effect niya or yung pagiging spiritual niya if wala siya sa pen and paper? If nasa cellphone na siya, nasa gadget na siya? Basically, kaya tinanong yun kasi conservative siya in just book. Then, perfect answer na sinagot nung nagbigay ng lecture nun is, ayun nga, recent lang yung pen and paper. At the same time, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna read Srimad Bhagavatam sa cellphone mo, much better. At least nagabasa ka. Kaysa may libro ka nga, hindi mo naman binabasa. Oh. Mas better naman yung may libro ka kaysa wala libro sa bahay. Pero much better, nagbabasa ka. So that's the point. Of course, syempre yung cellphone will have a lot of notification, a lot of distraction, a lot of, ways for us para easy access din si Maya sa atin. Just like knife, di ba? Ganun yung cellphone. You can use it to slice a bread, di ba? And distribute it as prasadam. Or you can use the knife in crimes. So, ganun yung cellphone. Sabi nga, smartphone will not be smart kapag walang Srila Prabhupada books dyan. So, anytime kasi when we're talking, sabi nga ni Jonah last time, drop naman kayo ng verses. Even walang internet, there are a lot of apps that you can download. Vedavase, yung mga nasa iPhone system. Tapos merong Gita Base, andun yung mga libro din Srila Prabhupada. Apps yun. You can read them. Diba? So, magiging smart yon kapag you put smart apps there. And the smartest app na pwede mo ilagay yung mga Srila Prabhupada's Vedic scriptures na translate and may commentary si Srila Prabhupada. So that will be deductive. That will be coming from Krishna, going to the gurus, hanggang umabot sa generation natin. Hanggang ma-pass down sa different generation. Ito yung magandang analogy. I think hindi ko pa nakwento to, yung analogy na to ever sa simulan na class. Para nakalimutan ko to na matagal. Sri Prabhupada mentioned here analogy ng mother. If a person, lumaki siya, kasama niya yung mom niya, tapos never pa niya nakita yung dad niya, he could ask his mom kung sino yung tatay niya. He could ask, syempre, maraming tao. Pwede niyang tanongin yung teacher niya, pwede niyang tanongin yung mga kamag-anak niya or kalaro niya. Sino yung tatay ko? Pero sino yung best na makakaalam kung sino yung nanay? Sino yung tatay? Is pag tinanong niya yung nanay. That is the scriptures. Sino yung best makakaalam kung sino si Krishna? Sino yung supreme? Is yung mother mo, which is yung the scriptures. So that's the analogy of passing it down, yung knowledge, from the right source, authority. Diba? And also, when one is serving, we are not advised to go directly lang kay Krishna. That's why dharma natin is to become a servant. But yung goal natin is to become servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. And in that way, Krishna will be pleased. Yung offering natin, yung service natin, ascending naman. The nearest devotees from that line, sila yung isa-serve natin. Then they will be serving, and they will serving and offering it. It's like when one is serving the spiritual master is serving it to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is offering it to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and going up. In that way, um, that will be um, easily accepted by Krishna, lalo-lalo na pag dumating na kay Srimati Radharani. Tapos ibubulong niya. O yan, si Jinky, masarap yung luto niya ng prasadam. Saka bibigay sila ng prasadam sa mga devotees na mga nagkasangkirtan. O si siya, magaling siya magsangkirtan, mag-distribute ng books. Pag si Srimati Radharani na yung nagbulong kay Krishna, wala na magagawa si Krishna. Gagawin na lang talaga niya yan. So yes, actually, if you could observe yung paligid natin, people follows authority. The only thing is, yung authority na fina-follow nila minsan not that stable. Some science could say, eto yung nangyayari. Or media. Pag sinabi ng media, eto yung nangyayari. People will blindly follow. Yung faith nila nandoon. The only thing is, saan nang gagaling yung legitimate na news or yung sinasabi ng science. So yeah, natural sa isang tao to follow authority. Sometimes, yung authority lang na fina-follow ng maraming tao is not just, not that, how do you call it, that kind. Because parang ano yan eh, pag maraming gumagawa, mukhang tama na. Parang cigarette. Kung paano nagsimula yung spread ng use ng cigarette dati, it's advertisement. Ginamit nila yung mga doktor or yung mga nag-endorse nun, kunyari mga doktor sila, na it is okay to smoke. It will relax your mind and all. So, lahat nag-yoyosin na. Tapos, naging legal siya kasi may tax. Tapos maraming gumagawa kamag-anak natin and all. Pero pag nasa medical field ka, ang daming illness na pwedeng maging cause nun. Ang cause nun is yung smoking cigarette. So same, people will see it as authority. Kasi ginagawa ng maraming tao, allowed ng government. Lately, of course, ayaw na lang ng government yon saka ng science. Pero binibenta pa rin nila, so parang kasi may tax. So still, hindi pa rin siya maganda. Hindi pa rin siya tama. It is just intoxication, vices, and yung distraction na nagagawa niya more than dun sa advantage niya, masyadong irrelevant. So same, people are following authorities. Tanong na lang, kanino ka mag-follow ng authority? How genuine and how legitimate it is. So this one, Bhishma Dev is emphasizing again. Srimad Bhagavatam, umpisa pa lang si Narada Muni, si Sukadeva Goswami. They are telling si Krishna yung Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, si Bhishma Dev is telling it again. Establishing sino yung supreme, sino yung source ng mga other demigods, even source ng ibang narayan, ng Vishnu form. Sino yung source nun? Sabi ni Bhishma Dev na si Krishna yon. You can see in the third paragraph, it was mentioned there. Yan, tingnan mo si John and John. Bhishma Dev is one of the 12 Mahajans. Yan, Mahajans is yung mga great devotees. In different time to in different yugas. They are the devotees that we should follow the footsteps. Actually, even nga yung mga impersonalists, saka Mayavadis. Mayavadis is thinking they are God as well. Yung scriptures nila, actually yung mga impersonalists saka yung mga Mayavadis, nakikita mo nag-iimbento saka naggagawa na ng mga quotes na ganon. They're actually hindi rin legit. Kasi may scriptures din sila. Ganon kalalim. Pati yung mga atheistic, may scriptures din sila. May authority sila. Of course, it was always Krishna's arrangement. And sa Mayavadi, yung scriptures na fina-follow talaga nila is si Sankaracharya. Sankaracharya. He's actually Lord Shiva. Ang purpose niya is to denounce yung ginawa ni Lord Buddha. Si Lord Buddha kasi bumaba to denounce Vedas. So, yeah, because of degrading, di ba yung passing it down of knowledge, because na degrade na water down, there were times na yung mga tao ina-abuse yung Vedas, ginagamit yung Vedas to just sense gratify. They're using the sacrifice, the animal sacrifices, hindi para sa benefit ng maraming tao, hindi para mabuhay uli yung animal na yun and for the next life then. Ginagawa nila yun just to eat the animals. Ito yung propagation, bakit dumami yung meat eating. Ito yung history nun. Bakit maraming slaughterhouses na. Ginagamit nila wrongly yung Vedas. What happened was si Lord Buddha, bumaba siya. He is Krishna himself. Before siya mag-descend dito, nasa scriptures na rin yun. So he went and he descended. Ang purpose ni Lord Buddha to tell the people, don't follow the Vedas. Just follow me. Ahimsa, non-violence yung pinopagate ni Lord Buddha. So yung mga tao na abusive dun sa Vedas or wrong belief yung ginagawa nila, madami yun actually. Kinuha niya para mag-follow sa kanya. Then after some time, si Sankaracharya, bumaba siya, si Lord Shiva yon, incarnation of Lord Shiva. And he was telling people, okay, follow the Vedas now, pero you are all God as well. I'm God, you are God. Namo Narayana ay yung greetings nila, hindi Hare Krishna. Namo Narayana. The God inside me, pay respects to the God inside you. Ay yung thinking nila. For what purpose? Binabalik ni Sankaracharya uli yung mga tao sa Vedas. Step by step. Tinanggalan niya sa impersonalistic point of view. Nilagay niya sa Mayavad. Pero, kung nakikita nyo dito, even si Sankaracharya wrote commentaries on Bhagavad Gita in Mayavad philosophy. Pero, meron siyang gem nilagay doon. Sinabi ni Sankaracharya na si Krishna pa rin yung beyond ng lahat. Siya pa rin supreme. Pinipare niya yung mga tao and yung scriptures para pagbaba nila Madhavacharya and Lord Chaitanya, balik na yung Vedas. Kumbaga, refresh siya, na-refresh. Nung na-refresh na nila, okay, you follow the Vedas, we are our personalist, Krishna is the supreme. Ganun yung mga arrangement ni Krishna. Sometimes, di puro biglaan na. There will be backstories, there will be maraming arrangement bago dumating yung right moment. So parang ganito, ang daming arrangement para lang pumunta si Yudhishthira kay Bhishma. So it was being mentioned there na Krishna is the supreme, ina-establish ni Bhishma Dev yan. Pero yung mga great personalities, hindi sila nabibewildered by the energy of Krishna. Hindi sila nabibewildered kasi yung maraming tao, iniisip, si Krishna bumaba sa material world, iniisip nila, si Krishna, hindi siya totoong kumbaga parang yung mga atheist nga, hindi siya Diyos, hindi siya supreme. So lang siya, material na tao lang din siya. Thinking parang analogy ng prisoner. Yung mga prisoner, alam nila sa mga kasama nila doon, mga prisoner din. Pero minsan yung king dumadalaw sa prison house. Sometimes nagbibigay siya ng parole, sometimes inaayos niya yung system para mas maging okay yung prison house. Pero yung mga foolish person will think, kasama natin siya dito. Prisoner din siya. So very foolish. So ganun yung mga atheistic saka yung mga Mayavad, thinking na ganun pag bumaba si Krishna. It seems, may mga kamag-anak si Krishna, may mga passive siya parang tao. Tao rin talaga siya. So, that's why Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing yung right use ng Bhagavad Gita, the right Bhagavad Gita. Kasi a lot of people are foolish enough to, and courageous enough din, to write and comment on Bhagavad Gita without having teachers, hindi didactive or descending yung knowledge, and with this kind of thinking, impersonalist or Mayavad kind of thinking. So, kaya you have to check yung Bhagavad Gita. Sabi nga yung Bhagavad Gita, if you want to know yung personalist yung author na yun, at least kung may nakita ka lang, check on yung 18.66. Ayun yung Sarvadharma Paritadya. If one surrenders unto me, abandon all varieties of religion, one should surrender unto me, I will save you from all the sins. Do not fear. Pag yung translation nun is where one surrenders unto me or one surrenders unto oneself, hindi siya valid, hindi siya as it is. Tinatanggal nila yung supremacy ni Krishna. So text 19, O King, ito na yon, Lord Shiva, Narada, and a sage amongst the demigods, and Kapila, the incarnation of Godhead, all know very confidentially about his glories through direct contact. These personalities have direct contact kay Krishna. Actually, si Kapila nga, si Krishna siya. Si Lord Shiva, we know, ilang beses na rin nakasama si Krishna, even Narada Muni. Narada Muni, discuss natin previously. Si Kapila will be discussed third canto. Si Lord Shiva, madi-discuss siya maraming cantos sa Srimad Bhagavatam. And these devotees, ayun nga, pinag-usapan na ulit yung Mahajans dito. Part yung tatlong to, Shiva, Narada, and Kapila, sa 12 Mahajans. Sabi dito, sila yung mga nakakaintindi kay Krishna. Sabi nga, with different humors. Sino yung mga 12 na great devotees na yon? Dito sa first paragraph, you could see. Si Shiva, unang-una si Brahma, Narada, anak din ni Lord Brahma yon. Tapos anak din niya si Shiva, anak din ni Lord Brahma yung 4 Kumaras. Yan na yan. Tapos, Kapila, Manu, Prahlad Maharaj, Bhishma, ito si Bhishma, Janaka, Sukadev Goswami, siya yung nagkasalita rito, kausap si Pariksit, Bali Maharaj, apo siya ni Prahlad, yan, mga nasalayan sila ng demons. And Yamaraj. Yamaraj is the superintendent ng justice. Siya rin yung superintendent ng hellish planet. Those are the 12 Mahajans. So, different times, different lineage, yung iba saintly family, yung iba galing sa demonic family rin, si Prahlad, si Bali. Pero, great devotee sila ni Krishna. Even Bhishma Dev, kalaban nga nila si Arjuna sa kasi Krishna. Pinana nga niya si Krishna sa war sa battlefield Pero yung pana na yun, hindi para to kill Krishna. Although, tinatamaan talaga si Krishna, dumudugo talaga. Pero yung pana na yun is out of his service. Kasi yun yung gusto ni Krishna. To have the sports dun sa mga devotees niya. So, these devotees understands Krishna the most. So, that's why they are Mahajans and we are following their footsteps. Yan. Pero, yung mga devotees na to, again, we will go, yung mga devotees na to, hindi sila basic lang ng mga tao. They're very special kay Krishna as well. Gano'n siya ka-special? Sobrang special neto yung ginagawa ni Krishna sa mga taong special sa kanya. Krishna put them into difficulties. I put my devotees into difficulty and thus the devotee becomes more purified in exchanging transcendental bhava with me. That relationship. What is the purpose of it? A lot of purification. At the same time, glorification ng devotee na yon. And much surrender kay Krishna. Hindi lahat binibigyan ni Krishna neto. Very pili lang. So, wag ka matakot. And if you're a pure devotee, hindi ka rin talaga matatakot kasi kay Krishna na yun. And us, neophytes, hindi naman bibigyan ni Krishna basta-basta, no? But yeah, ito yung ginagawa niya. Bakit niya ginagawa yon ni Krishna? The Lord snatches the fallen soul from the mire of material existence. Tinatanggal ni Krishna yung mga pure devotees niya, yung mga surrendered souls sa material existence. That is one of his purpose. So yan, onti lang yung sinabi, tatlo lang yung sinabi ni Krishna rito. Because these are a few of the main, tatlo lang yung sinabi ni Bhishmadev. Few of the main Mahajans na may direct contact din kay Krishna. Text number 20. O King, that personality whom, out of ignorance only, you thought to be your material cousin, your very dear friend, well-wisher, counselor, messenger, benefactor, etc., is that very personality of God at Krishna. Si Krishna actually is giving yung illusion sa mga close devotees niya. This is the yoga maya. The two type of use ni Krishna sa maya, it's either you'll forget Krishna para hindi mo siya ma-worship, or mapunta ka kay maya itself, you just worship the material energy. Or Krishna could give the illusion para yung relationship mo kay Krishna, hindi mo siya tignan ng Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tignan mo siya as friend mo, yung relationship mo sa kanya as ikaw yung nanay, or ikaw yung servant. Yung iba, for him to be treated as the conjugal lover. Si Krishna mismo nagbibigay din nun sa mga pure devotees niya. Why? That is the highest rasa or relationship pwede mo ibigay kay Krishna. So si Bhishmadev is giving this, revealing this knowledge kay Yudhishthira. Yung kala mo pinsan mo lang, kalaro mo, tapos nag-bow down sa'yo. Kasi mas matanda si Yudhishthira eh. Siya, elder cousin. Mas younger si Krishna. So si Krishna nag-bow down kay Yudhishthira. Tapos naging messenger mo rin siya. Actually, siya yung Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yudhishthira. So habang introduction ni Bhishmadev yun kay Yudhishthira, ini-establish niya muna kung sino si Krishna. Nakasama niya rin nila doon. Pero ito yung kakaiba. Krishna is willingly doing this service sa mga devotees niya. He performs all kinds of service, but it does not mean that he has changed his position as the absolute personality. Hindi porket si Krishna is serving his devotees, umiiyak siya pag hinabol ni Mother Yashoda kasi papagalitan. Or yung mga kalaro niya, minsan sumasakay sa kanya kasi talo sila sa laro. It doesn't mean bumababa sa position ng Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's willingly doing that for the relationship sa mga devotees niya. To think of him as an ordinary man is the grossest type of ignorance. Kaya sobrang importante to know yung greatness ni Krishna. For one not to be fooled by Krishna's greatness saka energy niya. Kasi bewildering nga. If one is not studying, learning from the right source, one will see Krishna na ordinary lang. Even yung sweetness ni Krishna, one will just see it as loss, not the love. Text number 21. Being the absolute personality of God, He is present in everyone's heart. He is equally kind to everyone, and He is free from the false ego of differentiation. Therefore, whatever He does is free from material inebriety. He is equibalence. So, pinag-usapan natin last time, Krishna is the Paramatma, the Super Soul, and He is equal actually to everyone. Pero, very, very favorable siya sa mga devotees niya. Bakit? Meron tayong tinatawag na Yasodanandana. He is the name of Krishna na tinali ni Mother Yashoda. Nahuli niya si Krishna. And yung isang term is Arjunanandana. Si Arjuna or Parthasarathi, he was in the chariot where si Krishna yung nagda-drive. Si Krishna yung driver ng chariot niya. Krishna served Mother Yashoda and also Arjuna. Kala ko ba si Krishna equal sa lahat, equivalence. Pero bakit may mga certain na mga devotees that he is serving? Ano ba yung ginagawa ng mga devotees na to? Bakit ito yung activities ni Krishna with them? Text number 22. Yet despite his being equally kind to everyone, he has graciously come before me while I am ending my life, for I am his unflinching servitor. This is the power of Bhakti Yoga. This is what catches Krishna. Yung unflinching love ng devotee. Even nga si Bhishma, di ba? Kalaban nga sila nila Arjuna. Threat nga siya eh. Actually, sinet up ni Krishna na paano makapatay si Bhishma. Even si Krishna wanted to kill Bhishma on the battlefield. Break niya yung vow niya na hindi siya mag-pick up ng weapon. Kung nakita niyo, merong picture si Krishna may hawak na wheel ng chariot. Ginawa niyang chakra yun. Tapos si Bhishma yung papatayan. Pero si Bhishma is praying and tuwan-tuwa siya. Ito yon. Si Bhishma yung nakaupo. Pero si Arjuna, pinipigilan dito si Krishna. Kasi nag-vow nga siya. So even si Krishna could break his vow, his promise, para sa devotees niya. Ganun ka-special. Diba? Pwede siya magpa-bound kay Mother Yashoda. Itatali siya para disiplinahin. Teka lang, paano yun? Si Krishna yung supreme, itatali para disiplinahin kasi nakaw ng butter. Tapos si Arjuna, pinag-drive niya si Arjuna. And in that chariot, wala namang manibela eh. Tapos sobrang ingay. For one to be able to know, yung mga driver to know saan sila pupunta, tatapakan sila o tatadyakan sila sa likod nung archer, nung pasahero. So sinisipa palagi ni Arjuna si Krishna kung saan pupunta. Tapos minsan nga daw dumudugo na yung likod ni Krishna. That kind of relationship. May time pa nga eh. Si Krishna habang nag-drive siya, parang alam mo pag nag-drive ka, may iniwasan kang lubak. Or medyo bumaba na ganon. Tapos si Arjuna, habang nangyari yon, ginawa ni Krishna yon, si Arjuna nalaglag yung crown niya, tapos na out of balance siya. Na bad trip si Arjuna kay Krishna. Anong ginagawa mo? Pero little did Arjuna know, sinave lang siya ni Krishna. It seems na may lubak lang. Pero totoo, iniwas lang ni Krishna na mapana sa ulo si Arjuna. That kind of service ginagawa ni Krishna yon. And sabi nga niya, hindi siya lalaban sa war. Gumagawa siya ng mga ways to protect his devotees. He's breaking his promises. May time pa nga, kasi itong war na yan sa battlefield ng Kurukshetra. Pag bumaba na yung araw, tapos na yung war. So may time na kailangan niya iligtas yung devotee niya. Papadilimin na niya. Para di mapatay yung devotee niya. Tapos yung kalaban naman, may time na kailangan nilang mapatay yung devotee na yon, pero nagtago sa ilalim ng water. So nag-aantay lang yung kalaban nila lumubog yung araw bago siya umahon ulit. Ginawa ni Krishna, pinababa niya yung araw because he's the Yogeshwara, the master of mystics. Tapos, nung umalis na yung kalaban, lumabas na, pinaangat niya uli yung araw. So, pwede siyang patayin. Ganun ka-tricky si Krishna. Kung tricky siya nung bata siya, tricky rin siya nung matanda na siya. Pero sabi ni Krishna kay Arjuna, you declare boldly that my devotees will never perish. Sabi ni Krishna, Arjuna, if ikaw yung magsabi, ikaw magbigay ng words, you declare it boldly. Bakit? Kasi yung mga words ni Krishna pwede niya i-break para sa devotees. Pero pag nagbigay ng words yung mga devotees niya, si Krishna will protect them. Para hindi ma-break yun. Ganun na lang yung pagiging servant ni Krishna sa devotees niya. Teka lang, ba't ganun? Kala ba tayo yung servant of the servant ni Krishna? Krishna is reciprocal. He is reciprocating paano yung love ng devotee sa kanya. And much more, yung binibigay niyang reciprocation, yung love sa mga devotees niya. Kasi si Krishna would not be bound by how perfectly you recite yung mga mantras in the fire sacrifices, how big the yagna is, how flexible you are in yoga, or how can you control the breaths, or how many mystic powers you could do, or how many millions or mountain of golds na i-offer mo sa kanya. Hindi siya mababound nun. Krishna will be only bounded by pure love and devotion. Just like Arjuna, just like Yashoda and other devotees. Ayun yung sobrang, ayun yung favorite kong actually pastime, yung Damodar Lila. Because Krishna is bounded by love by his mother, Yashoda. So yes, unflinching faith. Si Bhishma have unflinching faith kay Krishna. And, di ba yung goal natin is pinagka-practicean natin, pinaghahandaan natin, that when we are in our last breath, yung last stage ng buhay natin, we could remember Krishna. Because that is the goal, that's the final exam. One should remember Krishna lastly, and without any disturbance. Only si Krishna lang. Pero dito, si Bhishma Dev, si Krishna mismo yung pumunta doon. That's how special Bhishma Dev is. Si Krishna, katabi niya mismo sa deathbed niya. And Bhishma Dev is glorifying Krishna and telling it to King Yudhishthira. Text number 23. The personality of Godhead who appears in the mind of the devotee by attentive devotion and meditation and by chanting of the holy name releases the devotee from the bondage of fruitive activities at the time of his quitting the material body. So during this time, Bhishma Dev is already emphasizing Bhakti Yoga, emphasizing chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Mind you, hindi pa bumababa si Lord Chaitanya rito. Pero Bhishma Dev is already emphasizing in chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in meditation and attentive devotion. And that way, mas matutulungan and would release one sa bondage ng material energy. Lalo na in preparation for quitting his material body. This is the power of Bhakti Yoga again. Srila Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, yoga means concentration of the mind detached from all other subject matter. And actually, such concentration is samadhi. In the Eight Folds of Yoga system, that is the highest dun sa part ng Ashtanga Yoga, the samadhi. Great concentration. And from that actually is the start of Bhakti Yoga. Ito na yung, kaya ladder siya. You can go up to Bhakti Yoga. Ano yung meron dito? 100% engagement in the service of the Lord. 100%. Maliliit na mga percentage. Lahat yon nakafocus sa service kay Krishna. Fully. Todo siya. 24 hours. Kung pwede nga sumobra pa eh. Ganun mag-isip yung isang devotee kay Krishna. And, Srila Prabhupada mentioned here yung 9 folds ng devotional service. Ito yung 9 processes. Ano-ano yung mga yon para magagawin devotional service. That is, first, hearing, one should hear, and chanting. Magkasaba yun. Sharavanam, kirtanam. Hearing and chanting. Just like when we do japa, we chant and we should hear. We hear the scriptures, we hear the lectures, we hear the kirtan. Yan. Then remembering. So we always remember Krishna, never forget him. Then we do the archanam, worshiping Krishna. We do also praying. Diniscuss ni Radhanath before to, Radhanath Prabhu. The praying part, we should pray. Becoming is a voluntary servant, dasanam. Carrying out orders, yan, yung mga instructions. Establishing a friendly relationship with Krishna. Or offering one's offering all that one may possess, like whatever material or talents or skills you could serve kay Krishna. In that services, lahat to para kay Krishna. So lahat ng 9 process na to, this is the process of Bhakti Yoga. One should do it. Ano yung pinaka-importante? Hearing. Sravanam Kirtanam. That's why the topmost of it is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the start of all. One should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And if one is chanting well and attentively, others will follow kasi bibigay ni Krishna yung mga services na yon. We are actually begging for Krishna's service. O energy of Krishna, O the attractive one, O the reservoir of all pleasure, please engage me in your service. So, if services are coming, ibig sabihin lang, effective yung chanting mo. And all these are being arranged. So, even si Bhishma was emphasizing this to King Yudhishthir. This is the power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And last text natin for today. May my Lord, who is four-handed and whose beautifully decorated lotus face, with eyes as red as the rising sun, is smiling, kindly await me at the moment when I quit this material body. Sri Prabhupada mentioned here, a Vaishnava is always humble in his behavior. Although it was 100% certain that Bhishmadev was approaching Vaikuntha Dham just after leaving his material body, still, he is a humble Vaishnava. He desired to see the beautiful face of the Lord. Alam ng mga tao and alam din niya na he's going to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is part ng spiritual world. So, yes, we have the material world, 1/3 or 1/4 ng creation ni Krishna. The spiritual world, meron dong part na tinatawag na Vaikuntha. There is the Vraj or Vrindavan, where si Krishna is the coward boy. Pero may part din sa spiritual world na Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha, ang relationship doon, ang difference nung part na yun sa spiritual world is relationship kay Krishna. Kung ano yung relationship mo kay Krishna, or yung original position mo doon ka babalik. So Vaikuntha, ang nature sa Vaikuntha is own reverence. And Krishna is having a Vishnu form there, four-handed form. At yung matindi. Sa Vaikuntha, lahat ng residents doon, kamukha ni Lord Vishnu. Yung mga souls na napupunta sa Vaikuntha, doon yung destination nila, doon talaga sila galing. Yung form nila is four-handed form. Nagkakaroon sila ng 4 hands. Vaikuntha form nila. Pero, si Krishna is very different. Meron siyang isang bagay na madidistinguish na si Krishna yun aside from the Vaikuntha na mga images na meron sa paligid. Vaikuntha-like souls. So anyway, si Bhishmadev, he knows na pupunta siya rito, pero he's still begging kay Krishna na please await for me. Kindly await me. Diyan ka lang. Gusto ko pag nag-pass away ako, I'm not just thinking of you. Andiyan ka rin. I'm thinking of you, seeing you. Ayun yung last wish ni Bhishmadev. A Vaishnava is not puffed up, although the Lord guarantees his pure devotee entrance to his abode. So, a devotee having a special relationship with Krishna, hindi ito license para mag-puff up or maging proud yung isang devotee. Naalamang ako sa mga taong to, better than 1,000,000, better than 1,000 na mga tao kasi I chant the holy name. Diba? Mga ano kayo, karmis kayo, mga biktima kayo ng mga senses. No, a Vaishnava will be much more humble than the normal. Should be, actually. One should think na lamang sila because he's doing that. Or entrap sila ng ego because he's practicing this. Or special sa kay Krishna. Actually, when a Vaishnava studies yung scriptures, he would always think yung mga learnings saka yung mga criticism or pag-check sa mga devotees dito sa scriptures, papunta sa kanya, baka ganito ako. I think bahala ako baguhin to. I believe ako yung may false ego. He's always looking in the mirror. Tingnan yung sarili niya. But when the scriptures are giving emphasizing on the glorification sa devotees, he's not thinking like that na ako yun. Ako yung pure devotee. Ako yung Uttama Adhikari. Ako yung sinasave ni Krishna. Hindi niya iniisip yon. Ang iniisip na nung proper devotee, ng humble devotee, ang layo-layo ko pa doon. How could I develop love for Krishna? He's longing to have that. Tinitignan niya yung mga great personalities na sa paligid niya, yung mga spiritual master, yung mga seniors niya, tinitignan niya as yung mga good qualities nila na sinasabi sa scriptures. So that's how humble a devotee should be. And the perfect example, and sino yung epitome ng humility, is si Krishna himself. Bumaba siya as Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago in the garb of being a devotee. He emphasizes on this kind of qualities ng mga devotees. How to become humble. He mentioned one should be humbler than a blade of grass. And ito lang daw yung way. The perfect example palagi ni Navadip Chandra, nakikinig siya. Yung spout niya, downspout niya sa drainage, kunyari sa CR, lahat pababa yun. Arrange yun kahit millimeter lang, pero papunta yun dun sa downspout. Ayun daw yung humility. All the mercy, all the blessings will be received if one is humble. Kasi paano mo marireceive yung kung mataas ka? Yung mercy. The mercy is descending. Diba? Deductive process yung system na yon. From the knowledge, pati yung mercy, pati yung blessings is going down. So one should be humble. And it is actually easier said than done. How to become humble daw, Radhacharan? I've learned this and sobrang importante. If there's a quality ng devotee that you want to acquire, you don't want to imitate. That's not the purpose. We don't want to palitan yung position nila, hindi rin. But we must serve them. If one is a good cook and na-please ng cook na yon, yung mga devotees and si Krishna, and you want to also please the devotees, not because of envy, because you just want to serve. Mag-serve ka dun sa cook na yon, mag-assist ka, ask them kung paano ka makakatulong. Diba? And they will bless you. Automatic, the qualities of that service, mahahawa ka positively. Even doing sankirtan, distribution of books, sharing Krishna to others, if one devotee is doing that well, you want to also serve at the same, in that same kind of service, serve that devotee. And a devotee, hindi sila madamot sa service. Ang dami, unlimited yung mga services actually. Susuko ka na lang na, teka lang, kulang yung 24 hours ko para sa mga services. Serve that devotee. And if one is seeing good qualities sa devotees na yon, one should serve that devotee. A humble devotee, if you serve them, nakakahawa. One will practice humility as well. That's actually our prayer. That's why we are servant of the servant of the servant. And we're praying kahit 10% lang, that kahit percentage lang, little percentage lang, o little fraction lang nung qualities nila, mahawa tayo at least, and we could serve well. And of course, if we are seeing devotees that advanced, that they have also love and bounded Krishna, we know sila yung mga acharyas natin, Srila Prabhupada, the spiritual master, we should serve them with the process of Bhakti Yoga, the 9 processes. And by that, one could be given the privilege of devotional service and a chance to have the taste in serving. Iba pa yung doing service out of, will or gusto lang natin gawin. Iba rin yung may taste in doing that service. And what more pa yung love para kay Krishna, which will only bound Krishna and nothing else. So that is the only factor that could tie Krishna's abdomen or have the loving relationship with Krishna towards his devotees by the unflinching faith and love para sa kanya. That is the secret of bhakti. And that is also the power of bhakti. And that is Bhishma Dev's lesson for today. Maraming salamat. So ngayon kapag nakikita niyo yung picture ni Damodar sa Damodar Lila, yung tinatali si Krishna ni Mother Yashoda, or pag nakikita niyo yung Bhagavad Gita na si Krishna yung nag-drive ng chariot, we would have a different perspective. Hindi lang nag-drive or natakot si Krishna. This is because of love ng devotees niya. Unflinching love. And we are praying sa ating mga spiritual teachers, kay Srila Prabhupada and the pure devotees and the Mahajans, that we could be engaged in the privilege of devotional service. At least, little percentage, maramdaman natin yung love na yun para kay Krishna. Maraming salamat, my dear Prabhus and dear Matajis. Those who are listening from the fourth batch, kita-kita tayo 9 to 10. We will discuss about mental health. The mind. Best friend nga ba siya or enemy? And maraming salamat. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Grand Sire Bhishma Dev Ki Jai, Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Be safe, Prabhus and Matajis. And thank you for those who are watching sa Facebook Live natin. Hare Krishna. You could catch up yung mga previous videos natin in Monk in the Middle YouTube. May playlist doon, MITM. This is actually 49th. Naka 49 na tayong episode. Ang dami na. Pero nandito pa lang tayo sa first canto. More to come. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.